Hey, what's going on, guys? So in today's video, I'm changing up the format a little bit. I just want to make sure I get some of these questions answered that you guys are shooting off in the comment section. So the one that I'm going to review today is the question that I continually receive from a few of you guys, and that's, how much money should I spend on printing equipment, or where can I buy the best printing equipment in that relationship to actual buying equipment for your clothing brand. Alright, so I think one of the biggest, I'm not sure if it's a misconception or what makes people want to buy it, but for the most part, I wouldn't recommend you buying equipment to start a clothing brand. Especially, I would not recommend that anybody buys equipment to print their t-shirts. I just want you guys to understand that there's other ways to get your brand off the ground versus having to spend money on the equipment needed to print your designs. For those that see themselves getting more into the cut and sew area of the business, then it may make sense, but you just have to realize that it's something that's a long-term play. All right, so for the majority of your time, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be learning how to operate the machinery, learning how to perfect the stitches, learning how to perfect the printing. And if you're down to do that, and if you realize that this is more of a 5 to 10 year plan, then I'd say go for it. But if you just want to do it because you think you're going to be able to make more money and more profit on it, I highly suggest that you reconsider that thought, because it's not going to be that simple and it's not going to be that easy. You can get it done, but once again, there's other tools out there that'll help you really launch this a lot quicker and a lot sooner, and you can start turning a profit a lot faster if you explore those options versus trying to create everything yourself. Now, the first thing is, if you are going to go into it and start spending money on equipment, I would highly recommend not to spend any money on new equipment. Now, the reason I say that, if you're just starting your brand for the very first time, do not spend money on equipment, because the equipment, as soon as you get it, and if you decide that you don't want to pursue it anymore, it's not going to be worth the new price anymore. All right, it's almost like a car in a way. People aren't going to be buying it for the retail price, so don't buy it for the retail price either. There's all kinds of websites out there, eBay, Craigslist. Even if you just ask around locally, I'm sure there's somebody selling their equipment that at one point thought it'd be a great idea to do so. Alright, so don't buy it at the sticker price. Alright, and then some things to consider is that you're going to have a big learning curve. Like I was just discussing, is you're going to have to really learn the entire process, the entire printing process, the entire cut and sew operation, and it's going to take you guys some time to really fine-tune that. And you're going to see that there's a lot of little details that go into it, that if you just outsource to another shop, you'll be surprised that the price points come out pretty similar to what it is that it's costing you. Likely what will happen is, once you start picking up orders, you're not really going to be able to print them yourself anymore, and you're going to outsource to another shop anyways. And the way I look at it is like kind of how Walmart has the $50 synthetic oil change, right? I was going to Walmart the other day, and they had $50 synthetic oil change. Just said you could choose whatever synthetic oil you wanted. And I was like, $50 for a synthetic oil change? You know, like, I just paid $50 the other day at AutoZone for my synthetic oil, and I could have gone to Walmart, paid $50 for the synthetic oil, and they would have changed it for me. That's saving me a lot of time, because I already spent the $50 just on the oil, but I had to change it myself. So, similar thing in mind when it comes to printing, guys. Printing is so straightforward that there's a lot of companies offering the service to you, and they're offering it at the cost that it would cost you if you were trying to do it yourself. All right, so think about that before you guys get into that. And then for those that are considering it, just realize that this is a long-term game. Like I said, this is a long-term play. You're going to be in it for the education piece. You're going to be in it because you really see yourself doing it 5 to 10 years from now, and you can see yourself creating something that's completely different, and it's not something that you're just dabbling in, because that's the only way and the only reason it's going to make sense. Alright, so I hope I answered you guys' question when it comes to that. Is for the most part, not recommended to buy any of your own equipment if you're going to be screen printing shirts. There's services such as like Printful. There's shops in your local area that can give you a good deal when printing your designs. Alright, so just look around. There's ways to outsource it where it's efficient, effective, and at the same time saving you money, so you can focus on the design process, on the marketing, and on the sales of your brand's products. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. click like down below, subscribe to the channel, comment down below with your questions. I'll be doing more of these like impromptu in between work sessions, answering your guys' questions. So once again guys, let's get it. Talk soon, bye.